Don't tell the sergeant at arms that I'm out. Anyway, so we're right now having a floor debate about requiring companies to provide abortion coverage right now. So it's not a very fun day up there. But we got some opportunities for you. So we voted to not all of us, but the legislature voted to increase taxes on health care, which to me, yeah, boo, doesn't sound very smart. When you have costs spiraling out of control, the first thing you want to do is not raise taxes on that thing where the costs are spiraling out of control. We're going to have a ballot measure that will repeal that law, so you want to look for that. So we're not allowed to file it until the governor actually signs the law. But we're gonna do that, and we're gonna so you want to watch for that. Let's see. So, this session, one of the things that's been kind of a theme is that we have enough revenue. We have more revenue. Yeah, we have more revenue than we have ever had in the history of the state of Oregon. Since 1859, when we first became a state, we have more money now than we've ever had. We're projected to get more money in this biennium here. So we don't need to raise taxes. We've got a sustainable tax system in Oregon. It may not be perfect, but it's sustainable. We've got the two-legged stool, right? So we don't really do a sales tax very much in Oregon. Sure, right? So we have a little bit of a liquor sales tax, and we have a gas sales tax, but we don't have like a general sales tax. So we don't get very much revenue for that. And so that's not part of it. So we have the two-legged stool. So we have income taxes, and that's sustainable because we have the rate's about 9%, and it's sustainable in the sense that if inflation goes up, then people get paid more, and the amount of taxes that the state collects is more. And if more people move to the state, hopefully some of them have jobs, and they will. Right, some of them might not, but hopefully some of them have jobs, and they'll put more money, they'll pay more taxes. And so it's sustainable for inflation and for population. The same thing's true of property taxes. We have property taxes, and the state is guaranteed a 3% increase every year in property taxes there. Now, if we have, it's actually capped at 3%, but they always go and get their 3%. If we ever have a situation where we get like Jimmy Carter inflation or something like that, we might have a little bit of an unsustainable situation like that. But for the most part, the rate of inflation is at or about 3%. And so that's sustainable. And if more people move to the state of Oregon, we got to build more houses and everything for them, and more Walmarts and more movie theaters and all that kind of stuff. And so we increase the value of the properties in the state of Oregon, and so we collect more money there. So we have sustainable tax systems in Oregon. We don't need to raise taxes. What is your problem? What is your major malfunction? Why are you proposing tax increases? They're still working on it. We're almost done. We're almost ready to shut the door on this session. They're still scrambling around, trying to figure out a way, whatever. Burn the midnight oil, roll up the sleeves. Maybe we can get a tax increase somehow through or whatever. And they're not able to do that. They're not able to do that. It's not necessary. It's just plain old not necessary.
They're Democrats. If they see it, they tax it to death, and then they subsidize it when they're back.
They tax anything that moves. Yep. And anyway, so they're looking for ways to do that. I'm glad that we for the most part held fast, and we'll continue to do that, and we'll see. We got a transportation package will be the last thing that comes up. I think I'm going to be a no on that because that's got some tax increases in it too there, and we need to do some sustainability. Before I go, I want to do a little commercial there. So Janice holding the clipboard there, that's the initiative petition to require you to be a U.S. citizen to vote. So make sure you get that one there. And so we got that one, and then we're going to have a referendum. Remember the last referendum we did in the state of Oregon? Do you remember that one? That was Measure 88. That was us. That was you guys. That was citizens of the state of Oregon that repealed a law that was made by these guys. And so I'm one of these guys, I guess. But anyway, they do.